Hey, so this will be a different session, let's say, because I'm actually recording the comments on post. And the reason for that is because the controller was charging and it was taking one of the USB slots, and it was either the mouse, uh, which I actually need to use to check the recording and stuff. The actual recording soft uh, should I call it hardware? Anyway, the notebook has 3 USB entries. One was mouse, one was recording, one was mic. So yeah, not much of a choice there, right? Uh, just a heads up, uh, it might actually become very obvious, but uh, I cleared the map, like the area that I opened, the areas that were open up until last episode. I cleared everything, all the spirits. Actually, not everything. I just cleared the spirits and left the fighters there, like ice climbers, which I started at. Uh, so that I could kind of speed up this part of exploring all the areas that were already open in the map. Also, one of those spirits was Hal from Metal Gear, which is the spirit that I needed to operate that console that I was trying to get to last session. Clearing most of the spirits was fine, like not much of a problem and all that, except for one, which was freaking Pauline. Man, I glad I didn't record that one. It was so freaking stressful. Like, I lost numerous times, changed fighters, kept losing. Eventually, I got lucky and got it with Marth, which is why he is the active fighter now. But man, that was really bad. And since I'm doing this without having to pay attention to what I'm actually doing in the game, I suppose that I might actually talk more and not interrupt myself and all that stuff. So a couple of things that I actually wanted to talk about also in previous sessions, but either I forgot because I have to pay attention to what I'm doing, especially in an action game like Smash. And so my focus changes and I forget something that I wanted to talk about. One of those is regarding the characters, specifically the female characters. Um, I'm trying to think, like, to make sure that I'm not mistaken here. But there, in the current roster, like, there isn't a female character that is a heavy hitter like Bowser, Ganon, and Ike, right? And by that I mean a character that the side attack, side A, is like a really strong attack. You have good characters, but the female characters, they are more of a tech and speed style, right? Samus with armor, the charge shot doesn't count because it's not a let's say physical attack, right? It's a, as the name says, charged shot, an attack that leaves you vulnerable while an attack that leaves you vulnerable until it while it gets stronger. And while she does have the suit, the armor, she doesn't have anything like a heavy, strong physical attack in her moveset. Yeah, get ready because I failed this one a couple times. It's been a while since I last played, so I kind of have to get back into actually playing a game. Also, this might sound like John's or whatever, but the recording actually fucks up my timing. So yeah, I'm going to be making mistakes. But like, I don't think there are female characters that are like heavy single strike hitters, right? And also, not only I'm not counting Samus's charge shot, I'm also not counting Zelda's air kick, because that is one move in her whole moveset. Also, Zelda is not a let's say power character, right? She uses mostly magic, and that one kick is the only like really strong attack, physical attack that she has. So I'm hoping that one of the DLC fighters is a female character that that's also a heavy hitter. I think that would be interesting. Now, who could that character be? No idea. I since I just wanted to mention it, I kind of forgot to look up any possible characters, but I'm pretty sure there are. I just can't really quite come up with one or a couple because one that I have in mind is Alyssa from God Eater. Mostly because of the God Arc, because it's pretty much like Cloud's Buster Sword. Thing is, though, in God Eater, your weapon, the God Arc, you can change the parts. And regarding swords, there are three types. There's light blades, which are weak but really fast. Medium blades, which are all around, and uh, I forgot the actual type of the third type of blade, which of course is the heavy one, uh, which as like uh, I think it's pretty obvious from the whole light and medium pattern goes, right? The heavy the heavy blade is really strong, but it's slow as shit. And Alyssa's blade is medium. So while it is a fucking Buster Sword, because it's not a heavy blade, even if she was a character in Smash, that's not to say that she will be. Like, I'm just spitballing here. She would most likely end up not being a power character, but something akin to tech. Because the God Arc is heavy, so she can't really be speed character. And right now, that's about the only possibility that I can think of. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to think of a female characters from all the games that I know about, heard of, and all that stuff. And of course, some more not exactly iconic or necessarily popular, but characters that have been mentioned on occasions show up in my mind, like that girl from Overwatch, whose name I forgot. Sorry. Uh, you know, the strong one. I know her name has a Z, possibly starts with one, but like when it comes to physically strong, she comes to mind. Although I never actually played Overwatch, I don't know uh, how she plays. So even if they actually somehow got Overwatch in, I don't know if she would actually be a power character, or since Overwatch is a shooter, she would actually end up being well, a long range fighter. Even though she has fucking really really big muscles, like she's a buff character. But I think it would be interesting to have a power type female character in Smash. Also, I'm noticing from watching that um, this is pretty, let's say, self-explanatory. Like, you can see what's happening on the screen. I could possibly explain my reasons for choosing which spirits, but uh, yeah, the other thing I could do is to actually try to comment on the matches itself, right? Thing is, um, I don't have much experience doing that type of comment. Uh, you can't, once again, you can't see what's happening. It's like doing commentary on a sports match. It's reasonable and understandable when it's something like the radio, but when it's on TV, it's not really necessary, right? I mean, it's right there, it's happening. And while I do understand that people with how do I say it? All right, fuck it. Trying to be subtle. I'm trying to be careful with my words, but it's kind of hard. So fuck it. It's the internet. People might misunderstand, regardless of my intentions. Whole Resident Evil 5 issue. I know that blind people might also be kind of watching the TV, right? Blind people and or people with some sort of visual problem. And so yeah, for them, I understand the whole commentary thing. But in general, you're showing it on the TV for people who can properly see. So commentary isn't really all that necessary. Which is the same case here right now. Like, I'm doing commentary on posts, but I think I'll mostly talk about other stuff or things that aren't happening on the screen. Does that mean that I don't give a fuck if blind people are watching this? No, that's not what I actually mean, because as I already said, I don't have experience doing commentary for fast-paced action things. I just can't do it. I also don't know why a blind person will be watching this. And god damn it, I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, here I'm just checking my skills and trying to remember what I was trying to get. Didn't work. I have no idea. I know that last time I was aiming for something, I just don't remember what. So far, we only had the Joker announcement, right? I wonder, of course, I wonder which characters are going to be the rest of the DLCs or be the other DLCs. But right now, I'm wondering when the next announcement will be. I mean, it is January, um, reaching end of January. So February is right around the corner, which means one, Piranha Plant is close. I think Joker is too, right? I forgot when he's actually uh, available. But yeah, I wonder when the next announcement will be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can tell that I didn't actually prepare for this recording. The commentary, not the actual game. Because of these moments of silence where I'm thinking about something to say. Yeah, those are the moments that I wish I could uh, pretend they never happened. But as much as I could, try to edit in a way that makes me look really good at the game, I don't think that's a very interesting idea. Like, this video, this LP is not for like showing off or anything like that. It's no, let me correct that. It's not to show. It's to show off the game or the World of Light mode. So like if I fail like I am doing, it is my fault. Sometimes it's the fucking software, but it's mostly my fault, right? And like I'm not a pro at Smash. I'm not like super good at it, and I don't want to portray myself as a really good Smash player. So like just I just want to show uh, the game and my experience through it. Just like all the other games on the channel. Like I could of course cut the parts where I either waste time or I'm doing bad. but I try to keep that to a minimum. I mean, or I already did. Sorry, I already did that for some. Although the only one that's coming to mind right now is Kingdom Hearts, where I edited out the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1, where I went around looking for a coconut that doesn't exist. But mostly I try to just show like my experience through the game, even if it is a game that I played before. And also, you never know when something cool might happen, so also, yeah, thinking about it now, the whole clearing the map might be going against what I just said, but again, the main focus of this World of Light LP is to show the game mode, not see myself try the same fight many times, even though I do that sometimes. But like, if it's too hard, I'll stop, like I've done a couple of times. And like, once I show the map, like the areas and all that, I try to do a restart there, but I have to die first. So yeah, since I just want to show the game mode, like, even if I didn't do all the fights, yeah, you can tell, I guess, the level of frustration based on how fast I do the restarts, right? I'm finding it a hard time actually talking about this whole showing the game and giving and not showing all the fights, because they obviously conflict, right? Because the fights are part of the game itself and also part of the World of Light mode. But quite frankly, those are the same fights as the Spirit Board, except for the bosses. Which is why these spirit fights, I will show the ones that are in the way, but once I finish a session, I might actually just clear the areas that are open already, just to speed up the next session in case I need to traverse the map, like go back to places I've been before or something like that. But I will let's say keep myself from progressing as much as I could, like, you know, open the map, clear and the areas, and just show the bosses or the parts that are specific to World of Light. That would be more of a showcase or something like that than an actual LP, right? So and once again, you never know when something cool might happen, which is kind of the whole point of recording anyways. One of the right, like this base. I'm talking about it, I'm at the place and didn't even think to mention. I was surprised to see uh, the blaze, the base as an area. I didn't know what to expect, of course, but it was interesting to see, and the whole gates system. It was like a really cool discovery to know that there are places aside from the world map. Trying to find a spirit with a power a little bit below the CPU to get more, you know, rewards. So I tried to counter Akira a couple times there. No idea why it didn't work. Not sure if like you can't counter Akira or I just mistimed it. Well, all I know is that it didn't work and I got a fist to my face. Oh right, another thing that I was going to talk about, or just mention or whatever. When I was talking about editing stuff out, the Sonic Forces videos are an, let's say, exception, because those are kind of speedruns of the stages. So those are just the actual run that worked, and I might no I don't know when, but I will do a video about the outtakes, like all the runs that didn't work, why they didn't work, and all that stuff. It's probably not going to be too long, right? But the speedruns themselves, those videos are an exception to the whole keeping the mistakes in the video. Oh right, yeah. A thing about this fight, I forgot that it was stamina again, right? So while I could just stand there just smashing A with the super scope, I forgot that that was a viable strategy. So I tried to throw the scope away. But it actually worked out in the end, so also I'm leaving that spirit because it's too hard. Like anything 4 stars higher is a challenge and something that I would need a character that I'm used to or better at using. So yeah, any spirits that I leave behind, I'm probably going to clear that off screen. Unless, of course, it's in between me and progress, like the edges of the open map. Any spirit that, if I defeat that spirit, it'll show another part of the map. I leave that for a recording. But anything that's already been shown, I might actually clear that screen. I say might because I might not actually play until another recording session, so no guarantees on clearing the map or not. I'm going to be honest, I was super surprised. God damn it, alarm! Gonna have to remove that from the audio. I was surprised how well this fight went, considering I started the match eating shit. Or not necessarily eating shit, but it was pretty chaotic. So when I looked down and saw that they were at really, really low health, I was really like surprised. Good job, vocabulary. I said the same word like 3 times.
Yeah, get ready for moments of silence.
Since I'm not playing, I won't be doing the usuals. Ah, fuck, shit, damn, and all that. Yeah, I'm kind of bad at controlling speed, so if I get the bunny ears, chances are I'm going to kill myself. Especially when a fast character like Fox, like already. Yeah, so the bosses, it just shows a silhouette, which by the way is kind of hard to see even then. So they also don't have spirits and all that, or should I say, none of that. So just, you know, seriously just choose your best everything on a neutral, no special condition match. Also, it's these like actual bosses from uh, I guess they are mostly, if not all, from Subspace Emissary. And as you can see, counter just kills everything if you actually pay attention to the movement and uh, use the move on time, which I'm not doing because I'm attacking at the same time. So I was expecting a much harder fight from this. But maybe it was easy because of counter, right? And yeah, so the shield beating the bosses low weakens the shield, and it actually removed that block. So uh, now I'm going to open that part of the map that it could have chosen in the beginning, but didn't. And seeing the whole shield got weak thing made me think that even if I did reach Galim, uh, I might not be able to actually do anything until I broke the shield like completely. But since I never even got close to Galim, I have no idea. What the fuck even? Was that my computer or was that the video? In case it wasn't the video, I'll just say that there was a glitch and the video kind of froze for a second. I hope it wasn't the video. Yep. Gaspelos is really useful. Or incredibly annoying, depending on which end of the uh, item you are. Okay, so this one might be a little interesting for me to rewatch the battle because it was kind of weird when playing it. Alright, so the counter animation is much longer than the actual uh, counter window, right? Because I can see that I'm still in the counter pose, but she's actually hitting me. Okay, now I understand what happened. I thought that while you Mars was in the counter pose, um, anything that hit Mars would get countered. But I guess it's just the actual flash, and he stays in the pose for like one more second, one or two, and then he lowers the sword. Yeah, I lose this one a couple times. Also, it doesn't activate, counter doesn't activate as fast as I thought. So yeah, this was my whole strategy, just counter. She's going to use the kick, so just wait for the startup and counter. So I didn't choose Sakura there because it's a poison fog, right? So poison cloud. So even if I got poison immunity, the fog might still be there, which will make it hard to see. So just get rid of the fog altogether.
So this is a thing that triggered because I reached that point. It's not like Galim, uh, let's say, deployed a boss like other times. It just happened. Of course, no, wait, too soon. I'll get back to that later. Oh, right, during this session, I'm uh, jumping the gun a little bit because I'm not actually reading the conditions of the fight, or most of them. So I did not. I prepared for a normal fight. Like, after I started the fight, that I saw that um, Bowser started with a gun. Like, if I read that, I probably would have switched to Fox. But I'm kind of like not reading most of them, so uh, I might actually not preparing as well as I could have. So I was expecting to get countered at least once.